Hello there, welcome to the website. Thanks for clicking play on this video. My name's Adrian Close. I'm the Director of Learning at Ultimate Leadership Training. What I wanted to do is I wanted to put a little bit of human into the website, and I also wanted to give you an introduction about the Academy. You know, what's it like, why we've done it, how it's set up, and what the benefits are. So normally what I do is I deliver this, which is a 12-month action-focused leadership and management program, and I deliver that around the UK, and that's face-to-face. So what I've had is I've had a few inquiries from companies and organizations saying, can we send, and individuals as well, saying, can I come and join one of your programs, or can we send somebody on one of your programs? And unfortunately, the answer is no, because they're closed programs. So I'll go to organizations like DEFRA, if you like, to universities, to South Cambridgeshire Council, to Stanley Black & Decker, the security team at Wembley, you know, organizations like this who have booked this program or a similar program, and they are closed sessions because it's just for their team members. So what I've done is I've come up with the Academy. And I want to keep this video as short as possible for your own benefit, but also I want to cram in as much information. So I'm going to give you a sneaky peek at the Academy in a second. There was two things that came to mind when I was putting this Academy together. It's taken around about 8 or 9 months to write and to test and to launch. The first thing is to offer support. So a lot of online programs, they don't offer you tutorial support. This one does. So every week there is a support platform that we use. Everybody will join the support platform, and then on a Tuesday they will ask their questions, and on a Thursday all these questions will be answered by myself. I am a freelance training consultant, and also the group of trainers, leadership management trainers that I use. We'll be going into this platform and we'll be answering the questions. So when the group gets quite big, then we'll be splitting it up and we will all be taking smaller groups to answer those questions and offer support. And we'll be moving around these groups as well, so that the learners get used to a different sort of tutor and you know, obviously more support. So that was the first thing that I wanted to do. It was to offer support, and they get this weekly throughout the year. This never stops during this 12-month program. So there's 12 modules, which you'll see in a mo, and we recommend, well, you can do one module a month. When you're working through a module, it usually takes around about 2 weeks, not full time. It's around about sort of an hour a day maximum. So the learners will plan this into their day, which is obviously a key skill for managers to do their own self-development. Takes around about 2 weeks, and then there's a reflective and also an implementation stage. So that was another thing that I wanted to achieve during this Academy, was implementation. And I wanted to keep them accountable. So we set up another platform, which is an accountability platform. At the beginning of the week, they'll post their goals, what they're going to achieve, their learning goals, what they're going to achieve by the end of the week, and could be business goals as well. And also we get together at the end of the week and we celebrate their successes. And then if there's any issues, you know, people aren't achieving their goals, their training goals, then we're there to offer support and help where needed. So that was it. That was the support and accountability. And I think we've cracked it. We've got an awesome system together to support these learners going through the Academy. And we're loving it, absolutely loving it. And so are the people that are taking part. So I'll share the Academy. Here it is. This is what they get. So once you pay for your team member to go in, they'll get their own login code, and they'll be taken to this welcome page, and there is a video from me. So every single module comes with presentations, tutorials from me, plus supporting documents. So here, this is a link to a group, so that's to go to the support group. If we go to the management module, I'm going to go to the welcome one. So we go to the welcome to the management, and again there is the welcome video from myself, and then these are the benefits for taking part in this group. So this is what they will be able to achieve by the end of it. So with the manager, it's learning to think and act outside the box. It's to identify the top responsibilities of an effective manager and develop them. So this is an action-focused program. So they're going to come up with goals for them to develop around those responsibilities as an effective manager. They hold regular one-to-ones with them, with their team, use delegation as a development tool, change their management style to suit the person that they are managing, and then setting themselves some KPIs. Now, if they have KPIs, then that's awesome, but they also need to set themselves some KPIs so that they can achieve your KPIs, if you like. And it just gets them used to dealing with KPIs, target setting, that sort of stuff. So let's just go, well, might as well go to the KPI one, just as an example. Like I say, there's a tutorial, then we've got some wording here, and then this is the KPI activity. So this helps them plan their KPIs. And here we are. So it's this one's an informational sheet, and then there's the worksheet at the back. So they'll work through these KPIs, and they will use that as a guide. And then what they will do is they will print that off, they will work through it, or if they're paperless, then obviously they can store it on their PC. If they are printing off, then they can build, as they go along through the academy, they build a training folder. And all this is full, excuse me, all this is full of the documents that they're filling in. Plus, let's go to this one here. So this one is a one-to-one. So again, there's one-to-ones with me. So it's a tutorial. And then this one here is a form that they can print off and use in their one-to-ones. And the key is it's such a simple form. It's the strength, if you like, is in its simplicity. Then we go to leading people. So in the leadership session, we go to, there we are. So they're going to motivate and influence their team. This is what they're going to be able to do by the end of it. They're going to become a leader others value, respect, and aspire to be. They're going to improve an area of their own emotional intelligence, develop a coaching style of leadership, and then inspire the team to become a high-performing one. And then these are all the sections down the left-hand side. They will get a tick once that they've completed it. They work all the way through here to Mod 2 reflections. So every single one, there's a before we start video, just explaining what it's all about and the fact that they have done their reflections from the previous month. And then we've got down here, there's a book recommendation. This one is the 1 Minute Manager, one of the 1 Minute Manager ones, leads a high performing team, I think it's called. Then we've got the module summary, just as a reflection of what we've gone through. And then there's a Mod 2 reflection. So they do this reflective process after every single module. Now, part of the accountability as well is I've put together a manager's pack, and in the manager's pack you will know exactly where they should be at any given time and what they should be working on. So that's a tool, and I suggest to the managers that they sit down with their team member, they have a training meeting, a training sort of feedback meeting, and then the team member can use their printed off material and the worksheets that they've worked through during the month, and the manager has the manager's pack so that they know exactly what they should be looking at and what changes they can see. So we've got managing time. They will regain control of their daily work and life. They will use their high energy time to complete their important tasks, deal with interruptions and time themes, reduce their stress levels, accomplish a better work-life balance. And then these are all the topics that we're going to go through. They're going to look at action lists. They're going to look at to-do lists. They're going to look at prioritizing tasks. People that sit this save, one client saved 2 hours per day, another client saved 20 hours per week. It's absolutely, once they implement, not if, but once they implement with your help, my help, and the other tutors' help, once they implement this, it's life-changing. Honestly, it's absolutely life-changing. When I've written this, the idea for time management for me is time management is a way of life. It is not a buzzword, and that's what I want to come out of the time management module. The effective communication module. So they're going to be able to communicate more effectively and efficiently, describe how to prevent communication from being distorted. We go through the DISC psychometric testing. So they're going to list the behaviors, the characteristics and behaviors of DISC. They're going to identify their own preferred communication style and also the preferred communication style of team members. They're going to profile their team as well. Once they thoroughly understand what it's all about, and they're going to be able to listen more effectively. Really is a very cool module, as they all are. Shouldn't have said that, they all are. Right, module recruiting the best. So we look at the module introduction. So find and recruit people most appropriate for the team, effectively screen applications, implement an effective recruitment process, improve question techniques, and deliver great interviews. Now in this one here, because I know it sounds very, very corporate, you still, even if you're a small business, I bought a business and I had 15 team members, I think. What am I looking for? I had 10 team members. And I had every single one of these implemented. I had a screening form, I had an application form, I had the interview form. It's absolutely paramount that even if you're a small business, that you have these. If you're a larger business, you might already have the paperwork. So if we look at this application screening section here, again, there's a video from me. This is the screening form that you can download, or your team member can download. You can keep that. If you haven't got this paperwork, then you can have a look at that and you can think, yeah, that's good. We're going to keep that and we're going to implement it into the system. So these are yours to keep, or your team members to keep. But you as a business owner, if you are a business owner, then you can have a look at those and you can implement them in your business. If you are a HR manager in a sort of a medium size or a larger business, then you can have a look at what I've used in the past. I've been taken to court with a member of staff. I defended myself using this paperwork that we're going through the training with. Culture, strategy, and change. Now, a lot of people say that this sounds really, really corporate, but again, with my 15 people within the business that I owned, we had a culture. We had to develop a culture. So even if it's sort of 10 people or 5 people in a team, they still need to have a culture. So here we've got identify the current business culture, create a strategy to create the team and the business organization, define change management, explain the consequences of not managing change, list the reasons people resist change, implement the goal-orientated model, and analyze how change is managed within an organization. The top three things that every single organization and business needs. And like I say, I know it sounds very corporate, but trust me, they'll get so much out of it. We'll have a look at introduction to HR skills. They will appreciate the role a HR practitioner goes through. They will handle disciplinary issues effectively. They're not going to take over the disciplinary procedure. Don't get scared by that. It starts with informal resolution, having a chat, just saying, I noticed this or I saw this. Do you want to have a discussion about it? They're going to be able to plan positive performance improvement plans to develop the team, deal effectively with conduct and capability issues, and then avoid common HR pitfalls. And their task is, oh, there's a first task. So there we go, that first task. What's that first task? That is to come up with the protected characteristics. So they've got to come up with the protected characteristics, and then in this part here, once they've completed that, they can go on there and then they can find out what the protected characteristics are and mark themselves out of 9. There is a hidden one, so there is a 10th one in there, but there is it's marking themselves out of 9. So coaching people. Here we go. So it's helped to move team members forward. It's to discover the purpose of coaching your team, conduct an effective coaching session. We use the GROW model, develop a coaching habit, and then explore why coaching is used as a motivational tool. And then what was I going to say? Yes, in this, right at the very beginning, we're going to look at training, coaching, mentoring, and counseling. So we look at all four of those, and one of the biggest messages to get across is coaching is not training. Coaches is listening. Really difficult for managers to do, because it's easier for managers just to say, well, just do that. But actually, if you want to develop your team members, you need to become an effective coach. Here we go. So dealing with difficult team members. So we've got deal with difficult people and situations straight away, manage the causes of team conflict, use DISC, learnt in the communication module, be more aware and present, and create a working environment. Then we've got appraisals and meeting skills. The introduction video, hold effective team meetings, create a meeting etiquette charter, provide feedback, praise, and constructive criticism, ensure your team remains positive and motivated, prepares thoroughly for an annual team appraisal. Now, if you don't do team appraisals and want to start, awesome. You've got all the paperwork in here. It comes with all of the paperwork that you need and some examples. There's a few examples of forms that you can choose from in there, or you can amalgamate them, or you can do what it is you like. If you think appraisals are an absolute waste of time and you hate them, like a lot of managers and a lot of businesses, because they don't work, then it's a good idea to work through this module, because I can prove that they do work. And then don't call them appraisals, call them a performance review, call them a 12 monthly one-to-one. And then what you do in the appraisal is you assess the 11 previous monthly successes. And that's it. That's what an appraisal is. It's just that, you know, don't call them appraisals, because I know that people are scared of them or they don't like them. So it's an awesome module, and I actually prove that they do work, and it's an important team for an important process to go through. Okay. This one here, this is the working within teams. So help the team communicate and work better together. Promote collaboration and foster innovation and creativity, celebrate with the team successes, boost team performance, improve interdepartmental skills and sociability. Then we've got mentoring skills. Now, I'll put this at the end, and the idea of the mentoring skills is, now you've had someone work through this, they learn to be a mentee, so they learn from a mentee's point of view, and then they learn how to become a mentor so that they can mentor your future people that will work through the academy, or if they're not going to work through the academy, to mentor people anyway. So explain what mentoring is, identify the qualities and attributes of a good mentor, state the role and responsibility of the mentor and the mentee, identify the impact, both good and bad mentoring, on the mentee, discover the importance of effective communication in the relationship, identify the importance of record keeping, using the GROW model to coach through issues. So we talk again about that GROW model, and then discover ways to support the mentee. Awesome. There is a bonus section. So your team members will get 14 months access to the academy. So they've got 12 months to do everything. There is a bonus section that they can do in the 13th month, and then they've got the 14th month. Again, it's a little bit more of a reflective process, and then they can go back over anything that they feel that they need to cover again. Hopefully this has given you an insight into the Growth Academy. It's an amazing tool. I don't think it's like anything else out there. Have I missed anything? No. Okay, just down below here, there will be a button to click, and that will take you to the sales page with a little bit more information on it. If you want a little bit of a chat with me, just to make sure that I'm real and that I'm human, you can either Google Adrian Close freelance trainer, or you can contact me via the contact page just below, or you can email me at support@adrianclose.com, and I look forward to chatting with you. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Hope this has answered your questions, and I'll see you soon. Take care.